In the last balance patch, Warrior received some buffs. Or did they really? Today we're going to talk about it. I want to talk to the Warrior players real quick. Are you guys tired of playing Control Warrior? Because I'm tired of playing Control Warrior. When the mini set came out, I saw Keeper of Flames. I had a flashback remembering how much I enjoyed Frothing Berserker and other tempo-based warrior win conditions, such as like Grim Patron Warrior, and even like the weapon. I miss Tempo Warrior so much. And today we're going to talk about just how impactful were the buffs to Warrior, because Warrior is just kind of sitting in a mediocre spot right now. It's sitting directly in the middle of the meta, but I think it's just still being bolstered by how good Control Warrior is, because every other archetype of the class just doesn't really seem worth looking into right now. And I want to show you guys what exactly is going on with the meta. This is not going to be a full meta breakdown, but I will be posting my top 5 decks video tomorrow. So if you guys are looking forward to that, I am testing decks, I am solidifying my data to make sure I am giving you guys the most concise meta breakdown I can. Because even though there are a lot of archetypes that you are seeing right here, the difference between top 1000 and Diamond through Legend is actually pretty staggering, because at top 1000 right now, you still have Ashamain Rogue, you still have the Cove Pirate Rogue that's seeing play, you have Menagerie DK and Space DK. There's a lot of Starship decks that are seeing play right now. Starship DK, Starship Demon Hunter is coming back, Armor Demon Hunter. Sorry guys, but it's the truth. That deck is apparently good, and Space Warlock are still very good right now. And you have other decks like Dollhouse Druid, Fishing Priest, as well as Handbuff Death Knight coming back into the meta. So we do have decks that exist that make gigantic boards possible, and at Diamond through Legend, those are primarily the decks that you're going to be seeing. You have Menagerie Death Knight, you have the Menagerie Fishing Priest, you have Imbue Paladin, as well as Menagerie Paladin itself. So there's a lot of decks that are just vomiting out as much stats as possible and getting rewarded for it. So why can't Warrior do that effectively? The only Warrior archetypes that you're really going to see on your Legend climb are going to be Terran Control Warrior, Taunt Hydration Warrior, and then every now and again, you might run into somebody experimenting with some kind of Dragon Warrior, some kind of Yosandre Warrior, but those kind of Dragon decks just aren't good enough to see play at the competitive ranks. So today, I want to show you guys what exactly is going on with Warrior, because at top 1000 Legend, not a lot is really happening with it. But at Diamond through Legend, you will see noticeable amounts of Taunt Control Warriors, but the Dragon Warriors are just, they're all below a 50% win rate. But there is one deck in particular that I really want to focus on in this video, and it was a deck that was made by Donkey. Donkey made this version of a tempo menagerie Handbuff Warrior, where you're not only juggling cards like the Menagerie Jug and a bunch of different tribe minions, but you are also trying to utilize your Keeper of the Flame. And the reason why I like the idea of this deck in theory is that you are either buffing your minions while they're on the field, or you are buffing your minions while they are in your hand. So the idea works in theory, but I feel like these cards are just slow enough to where Warrior is just not able to take over the board and meaningfully run with it. Warrior just feels like it just has to jam the board and play like an old style aggro deck where it just, if it doesn't have tempo that turn, it's just not going to win. So here's what the deck looks like and what you should try to mulligan for, because the whole point of this deck is to play cards like All You Can Eat, so that way you can use your Keeper of the Flame to buff up your entire hand, or as you have minions on the field and you have tempo, then you can use your Menagerie Jug in order to just make a gigantic board that hopefully cannot die. And if you take a look at this deck even further on HS Guru, there are a decent amount of Handbuff Warriors, but these are the only decks that I can find at Diamond through Legend with a minimum of 50 games. I just cannot find a lot of people that are experimenting with this archetype. These are the decks that people are playing, and honestly, they're just not really that good going into the meta. So if you're gonna try this deck out, it's a lot of fun, but it really just doesn't have that many positive matchups. It does have a very noticeable matchup, a very good matchup into Protoss Mage. So if you want to really, give this deck a hard time, then you can play a Handbuff Warrior to bully the Protoss Mages. But other than that, there's just not really a lot of good matchups that this deck has, not because it can't do a good job at threatening the board, but because a lot of classes just have easy removal and better tempo than you. So it just feels kind of sad that Handbuff Warrior is in the position that it's in, but let's still break down the deck and really analyze what exactly is this deck's strength and how can you utilize it against the meta. So as I've already said, this deck is trying to utilize the Keeper of the Flame as well as a Menagerie Jug to where you can either buff your minions while they are in your hand or they are on the field. So this deck really absolutely needs to have a curve, otherwise you are going to suffer because this deck has a lot of 4-drops and 5-drops, unfortunately. So this deck really requires you to mulligan very aggressively for some kind of curve, and you really don't want to hold on to cards too long, such as a Gift-Wrapped Whelp. This is probably going to be a card where, in most circumstances, if you have this on turn 1, and even if you don't have a dragon, you just need to throw this out there because you need tempo. You need stuff on the field. So one of the strengths of this deck is being able to generate a massive board out of nowhere. And yes, we have already talked about the Keeper of Flame and the Menagerie Jug, but we have not talked really much about the Dark Gift synergy that is available in this deck. And I'm not gonna lie, I really underevaluated how good some of these Dark Gifts might be, because in the clips coming up ahead, you're going to see that the right Dark Gift at the right time almost automatically wins the game. So you really want to prioritize gigantic stats that are hard to interact with. Cards with elusive on them. You have the +4, +5 Dark Gift that gives you a gigantic amount of stats. You can sacrifice some card draw in order to maintain the one win condition that you have, which is big chunky stats. And one other buff that I feel like does kind of matter is this Shadow Flame Suffusion buff, because now you can more meaningfully run cards like Dragon Turtle, and this ability really may not seem all that impressive, but the more that you play this deck and the more you realize that having a minion that plays something and then it gives you an ability to hopefully remove another minion, this is what this deck needs, is honest to God tempo and then tempo removal in the same card, because you need to build up your own minion while striking down your opponent's minion. You know, the classic developing your tempo while removing your opponent's tempo. So that's really what this deck is trying to do, is that it's trying to maximize stats, and then you have these mid-game options that hopefully will keep your board alive while keeping your opponent at a disadvantage. And that's really the whole point of this deck. It might seem a little bit simplistic, but that really is the thought process that goes into playing a deck like this, especially when you consider that you have cards like Ziliax that will summon a copy and then double its attack going into the next turn. So when you decide to hand buff, when you decide to go for board is very important, and managing these cards when they're all mucked together in your hand is also another strength that comes with playing this particular warrior deck, because it seems very simple until suddenly you realize I have like 3 options and I just need to figure out which one is the best one. And generally speaking, the best option is going to be the largest minion that your opponent is going to have the hardest time dealing with. But don't forget, if you do enjoy this kind of content, feel free to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and check out the Patreon if you want to support the content directly. So thank you guys so much for sticking around for this buff deck breakdown, and we'll see you for the next video. Honey Badger, that's a bear, bro. I swapped Amalgams for Wisp, because I didn't feel like crafting 2 epic cards. I like the idea of Wisps being in the deck. Why the Amalgam? The Amalgam's in the deck because of all the dragon synergies. I think that's literally the only reason why it's in here. It's also a 1-drop, so it just works. I think I know how to play. I think I know what to do here. Coin the Living Flame, so I get the Shadow Flame Suffusion. Ooh, now I have the Creature of Madness, though. I think we still go max tempo here. Living Flame is good now with the 1/4 Pirate. I mean, it already was kind of good, but what are you drawing from it? DK doesn't really have a lot of good fire spells. Guess Tar Creeper, because it just gets in the way. As it, you know, no one's tried Stuffy DK yet. Stuffy DK might be really good in this meta, too.
Volcross was hype, but I haven't seen him yet. Yeah, I mean, people are hyping him up because they're like, oh man, 8 mana, 35. Even though you'll never spend 30 corpses on it. Alright, hold on.
I will not be denied.
I need to find the buff cards a little bit sooner rather than later. But I do also just have full jug value next turn. Or I thought I had full jug value next turn.
I will not be denied.
Imbue Priest is popping. Yo, Tic Tac, I saw that there was an Imbue Priest list that ran the, oh god, the Twilight Medium and the Overplanner combo. Are you also on that list, or are you doing something else? There's a list, yeah, that's your list? I should have known. Like, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, I think I know who's responsible for this. Alright, hold on a second. This be a lot of damage. Wait. This is kind of crazy. I mean, he's got to deal with my big minion now. The Dark Gift actually making like the biggest impact right now. And the next turn I can go like all you can eat into Zavis, try to hit like the Keeper of the Flame and just make big chonkers. But yeah, Tic Tac, I did see your list and I do have it on my list of decks for today. I will probably give it a try. It will probably play it poorly. Oh, wait a minute. Doesn't he have Rush now? Wait. Another Zergling would be able to kill that. Does he have another one? If not, he's just dying. Well, this is like the first time that I've seen a Dark Gift be really good. Like, damn, bro. That was an extra, like, 12 damage because of the Dark Gift. The Goat starting hand? Wait. Oh, he popped the location on a full hand? What an oopsie daisy. Cheese or Dragon Turtle? I would need to top deck, like, another Dark Gift card. This seems really good. Okay. Oh, it has Rush. Yo, let's go, dude.
By petal and sword.
Alright, I want to keep this thing safe. Which card should be nerfed in the next patch? That's the great thing, man. I don't know the answer to that question. We haven't been given enough time, and there isn't an obvious power outlier that needs to be addressed ASAP. We're in a good spot right now for Hearthstone. Oh wait, these turtles are triggered because this turtle is a Dark Gift. I mean, Tempo King? Where's my sandwich? Dude, there's no way that sandwich is good, right? Is this actually gonna become a sandwich deck? Is the meta really that slow? We can get away with playing sandwich now? I mean, buddy, that's a reason to play this. Because now I just have big chonker Ziliacs. This deck can't deal with big chonker Ziliacs unless it has the equality clear. he just... Okay. Alright, let's go Zilliax. He got rid of the only card that mattered. Next card on the list will be Zilliax. Honestly, maybe. I mean, dude, like, this guy just folded over. Oh, he just, okay, he just didn't have anything. This is sad. This is kind of sad to see. Buff Warrior looking kind of good. Pacers comeback. I have no idea what's going on with the Pacers. I should be paying attention, but I'm not. I guess the Imbue Druid playing a 2-1 just doesn't make a lot of sense.
My God, I think time waits for no one. HELLSCREAM, the best Hearthstone player that ever lived.
I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and do this because big minion. They have the most incredible comeback in the history of the NFL, in the NBA playoffs, basically. Yo, let's go Indiana, dude. They were losing by 9 with 50 seconds left, and they won. That actually is kind of insane. Let's fucking go, dude. I just want you to know, I remember you talking mad shit about Menagerie Jug. Yeah, and have you noticed how Jug hasn't won a game yet? I rest my case. I copied this deck as is, because it comes from somebody who I feel like is a way better player than me. But I still stand by my comment on Menagerie Jug being garbage.
My collection is
I'm not winning because of the Jug right now, and until I win because of Jug, I'm still gonna call it a bad card.
My God.
Clark hates Jugs? Okay, hold on a minute, wait.
The best Hearthstone player.
Hold on a second, guys. Let's not get crazy.
one catch your eye.
We like Jugs, but not those kinds. Exactly, dude.
Unlimited time.
And you're next.
Just beating him with chunky stats, bro. I hope we're gonna see Warlock today. I do have Dark Gift Warlock on my list, believe it or not. Pulling out the Jug. I also love the idea of just Fire Rack for randomness, and if it eats himself, he comes back. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. We may not even make it to turn 9, but it's there in spirit. Please don't save yourself from the darkness. It's not worth it. 0 goth girls. If it ain't got goth girls in it, then it ain't worth exploring. Oh, is that Chameleon? Okay. There's no easy way to divvy this up, unfortunately.
Dive and destroy.
You know what I should have done? I shouldn't have played this. I should have attacked here, and I should have gotten the deal 2 from my deck. That would have been infinitely better.
I will not be denied.
What a deal! What a deal!
Yeah. We have value, bro. This guy's never gonna get in a position where he's gonna start outvaluing us. Hindsight is the darkness or whatever they say. Ha, I get it, because hindsight is 2020. Puppet Theater is fun. There's a lot of good steals. Is Puppet Theater like actually good in Priest? I'm seeing it in all of the lists, but I don't know how good it actually is.
Explosions now in color. Boom! Imminent.
The best Hearthstone player that ever lived.
Dive in this. I will not be denied.
Why wouldn't it be good? Because Priest itself isn't good. The slower Priest deck is just not that good right now. Tried running it, feels way too slow in Menagerie. Oh yeah, you're definitely not running it in aggro. Fuck no. You never run it in an aggro deck. Oh, now you're here, dude?
The menagerie is for guests only.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
Oh, wait, that's right. The discount. All right, hold on a second. I actually have a couple of different options here. I could even just go like Keeper of the Flame and then buff the Alec here. In fact, I think I know what I'm gonna do next turn. Oh, he's playing Saldrasil.
To ashes. More wishes? No way! I will not be denied.
Now if he plays Ysera Awakens, like it does kill everything. But this guy comes back, this deals damage, this guy doesn't even die. And now we have better chance of winning with Big Alec here or with Big Drake. I feel like the fact that the hero power, the imbue hero power gives playable cards is huge because sometimes slow priests have to skip a turn and the hero power fills that. Yeah, that's literally the reason why they did it that way. The deck just had too many nothing turns. Jug Push set up lethal. Jug Push literally doesn't get us out of range of that and only gave us like 6 damage. Jug was not the play there.
Time waits for no one.
Pretty sure he's got nothing left after this.
My petal and thorn.
Ooh. Well, I might have. I just have to put my faith in the Drake now. It's either that or I could believe in Fyrak. Get him. There was only one bad target there. So yeah, I think it was definitely the way to go. Think of the children, Clark. Yeah, I know, you wanted me to jingle the keys so that way, play Fyrak and have things go boom.
All will shine on the dance floor.
Come, embrace the chaos.
I don't like keeping any of these cards. Can I read up? What does that even mean? Been playing Fire Magic, and it's been so much fun. Do you want to try it out, Clark? I can post the deck code. Wait, Fire Magic? You mean Fire Mage? Four mana HAMM? It's just the amount of disrespect that I like. I might even coin that out next turn. Yo, what's up, Michelle? Coming in with the 9 months. Good to have you back, mate. Welcome back to the Horde, my friend.
Reporting for duty.
Dude, how does he deal with the HAMM? Like, legitimate question. Isn't this just gonna eat his entire deck now? Watching you crack shaft from the short video you made. Yeah, dude, I thought it was too funny to not put that music in the background. It's a good old-fashioned self-roast, you know? You gotta be able to make fun of yourself. I think it's a double 2-drop here.
What pretty petals!
Dude, like, he can't deal with this. My minions just keep getting bigger and bigger, and he's literally just wasting every single turn now. So he finally built up a board, and it still doesn't feel like this is good enough. This HAMM is just literally getting away with it. This is crazy. Bless your soul. Oh, thank you, man. Sadly, I've just been cold and sneezy recently. I'm not even like sick, but when I say it out loud, I'm not exactly well. Yeah, this dude got absolutely rolled by the HAMM. Unbelievable, dude. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, the gameplay of this deck isn't really particularly interesting, but if you like mid-range aggro, this deck has to be everything you love.
I cannot find eternal rest, and neither will you.
Come.
I want Miracle decks. We have Miracle. And now Paladin. Gift Wrap Whelp is the worst 1-drop to keep, actually. What the hell? The people want some good quality Tom Yum soup. What is Todd Yum soup, brother? I have never heard of that before in my life. Keep the spell. I don't like the idea of keeping Shadow Suffusion. I literally have like I don't have a reason to keep it currently.
What pretty petals!
I guess I might as well just trade. Yo, Insane coming in with the raid. Yo, what's going on, guys? I am pretty deep in the dumpster. I am playing fun decks, and I'm trying a lot of different things today. I played Sleepy Demon Hunter earlier. We're trying Handbuff Warrior, and we're probably about to switch to the biggest meme after this deck. It's a Jiminator meme, and if you know that guy comes up with the biggest meme decks I've ever seen. But good to have you guys here. Thank you, Insane, for that raid. Welcome, guys. We are playing Standard all day. What's the biggest meme? Vona Rogue. It is, I don't know how much we're gonna win with it today, but we'll see. It is a deck that's literally all about playing Party Planner Vona and Rogue. First of all, already spicy. And then you play the Ouroboros. The Ouroboros' Death Rattle is give the Death Rattle of summon Ouroboros to a minion in hand, and the goal is to hit copy cards with it. So, it's based. Alright, if I get Keeper of the Flame... Dang. I really just want to cycle through my deck.
Petal perfection!
Is Priest dead? I mean, dude, Priest is hella popular right now. Is it good? I have no idea. I feel like it's average. I don't know if it's like above average or more than that, but as of right now, I feel like Priest is just popular and that's it. People are testing a bunch of different ideas. But yeah, what was Insane playing today?
I will not be denied.
Total perfection.
Feel devastation.
Total perfection.
Get another buff from this. If I get a 4/7, yeah, it's really good. Psycho Rogue, yeah, that sounds like a like an insane deck. So he was playing Druid and Rogue. I heard there was Starship Druid happening today. Yo, Curly coming in with the 6 months. What's going on, Curly? All right, what is he doing here? My biggest problem with Hearthstone is that I can't play 5 decks at once. Yeah, dude, I totally get that. OBS plugins can't cost money. Yeah, they don't cost money. Just give me that product, boy. I'm gonna ignore this thing. I get my stats back. If he has removal, he has to play it. Yeah, it definitely doesn't cost money. Weird legal TOS stuff about streaming on 2 platforms at once. Maybe that's over now. No, that's over now. The reason why that used to be all weird is because contracts back in the day for streaming, like if you were to sign with Twitch or sign with YouTube, you were signing an exclusivity contract most of the time. But now contracts are very open. The only thing they care is that you're primarily streaming on their website. But now that streaming is so accessible to literally everyone and there are so many websites that do it, you can't stop people from dual streaming anymore. I think I'm just gonna do this, see what I get. What if I get a charger?
Haste. I will not be denied.
I got a charger, guys. Yeah, it's a turn 21 combo deck, pretty much. You have to go up against some very slow decks to pop it off. Ooh, Lord, he charging! I'm definitely trying my best. Ooh, he's trying. You look very dead here, Mr. Priest. I'm sorry. If you are still discovering cards, you are just gone. Priest is clicking their outs button and it's just not working. Yeah, they did. Here's the out button. Right here. This is the real out button. There's no other out button for a Priest. You gotta hit the big red button, bro. It's over. Orbital Halo, what? Can you give that thing taunt? If you can't give that thing taunt, it don't matter. Yeah, this deck feels super slow to me, dude. Pyromancer could clear this board. I mean, hey guys, he finally hit the big red button.